So, hi, I'm Alfie. I'm the field coordinator here at Canvas for a Cause. We're, I guess, an activist group that fights for gay rights every day. We're out there. I'm basically here, to say that it gets better. We all have our different sides of the coin that we can hit. Me personally, I'm a straight ally. And yeah, like I said, I go out and canvas every day. So I just want to say that obviously us straight people who can't understand exactly what you're going through, the persecution. But there are so many of us that really do care about you guys on a human side. And I know I personally, growing up have always been extremely androgynous because it's really, really fun. And so, yeah, I've always, really identified with the LGBT community as people who, I've always admired them as people who can really, handle through anything and push through persecution and still live their lives. And I know things are really, really hard. But basically the story I want to tell really quick, just so you know that it does get better, and not just from people like myself who are obviously here working for a gay rights group. I was at Comic-Con, which should let you know that it does get better, because I was at Comic-Con canvassing, which is awesome. Being from Texas, never thought I'd go. But yeah, this guy comes up, he's in a suit, wasn't even at Comic-Con, I think he was just kind of rushing through. And he basically, I asked him, you support gay marriage? And he said no. And of course, so I said, why not? And he stopped and really looked like he was ready to kind of argue about it, had this big smirk on his face, and kind of went into the same arguments, really more semantics. I just think, it shouldn't be this word or that word, and you guys don't have it that bad, and you kind of already have rights. And I went over how many rights are actually denied. I went over, and then he kind of, from that, he went to, well, yeah, why can't you just put the rights with civil unions? So I went with equality. Obviously we all need to be equal. Gay people deserve that word just as much as us, don't we? And he couldn't really argue with that, and then of course fell right back on religion. And then of course I told him we're not trying to change religion. We just want the same rights for everyone in America to be equal. And his face just hit, like when I said that. I said to him, what if you couldn't really marry your family? I was born wanting a family, just that's the American dream, and shouldn't everybody be entitled to that? And it was really cool. He actually took his sunglasses off to see his eyes kind of click and think about it, and then he was just like, I never ever thought of it that way, and it's just, you got my vote now, what can I do? People just switch like that, and there are people like myself and everybody here that are dedicated to going out every day and changing the world and educating. And, it's not only us, it's the fact that you guys have so much courage and can hold through all this persecution, that in the future, when we look back at this time and say, man, it was crazy, you can be like, yeah, I totally held through that until it got way, way better, and now you can tell other people your story. So hopefully you'll be sitting right here being taped on an iPhone. But yeah, it absolutely gets better. Hang in there, and yeah.